Money versus happiness. This is the struggle people go through when trying to choose the perfect career. Whichever option you choose is usually indicative of your core values. If you're all about the money, all you care about is cash flow and how you can make it. Whether that's going to school for 15 years or slaving 80 hours to see 5-digit paychecks, nothing else matters. Whereas with happiness, you're really just a free spirit who's doing a job for the love of the game. You don't care what you make, and money isn't the end-all be-all with you. As long as you love your job, you're okay with being broke. What if we told you that neither path is the better choice, and you'll still end up regretful or feel stuck in your decision? Today, we're breaking down both paths, the advantages, the trade-offs, and why neither extreme is the real answer. And by the end of the video, we'll uncover a third path that almost nobody ever explores. So why do so many people willingly go into careers that with intense day-to-day work, extensive training periods, and stress that'll turn your hair gray? Because those people have money goals and ambitions that are obtainable with a high-paying job. They want to build a high income, flex a prestigious title, and be rewarded financial security over a long career. The truth is, they're not wrong for prioritizing this. Those are qualities that matter when choosing a career. High-paying jobs come with structure, defined progression, clear benchmarks, and a feeling that you're doing the right thing. For some people, this actually works, especially if you're driven by challenge, responsibility, and pressure, then it can feel motivating. Stress feels justified because the payoff is visible with more leverage, income, and freedom outside of work. Unfortunately, more money means more problems, and all of a sudden, you're way too important at your job. This is where money-driven careers come crashing down. Putting in long hours, constantly working in high-stakes environments, and having constant pressure to perform perfectly will definitely burn you out. For some careers, the stress doesn't even stop at work. It'll follow you home. Now you're stressed 24/7 thinking to yourself, why did I even get into this career? You start questioning if the money is even worth your mental state. Then you remember why you did it, for someone else's validation. You never actually liked the career you got into. It was just a nice title with nice paychecks. Now you're stuck and dread going to work every day to do a job that doesn't even fit who you are. That's what people who choose a happy career are thinking from the get-go. They don't care about how much money they make or how fancy their job sounds. They prioritized going after a career that provides depth and meaning to them. Going to work is often the best part of their day, and they leave knowing they made a real, tangible difference. Because of this, they have way less burnout and day-to-day tasks don't feel as draining as it would other jobs. Energy feels unlimited for something you love doing, until the bills are due. And this is exactly where the happy choice starts crashing into reality. Unfortunately, most of the time when someone picks a career that they love wholeheartedly, they fail to factor in its ROI or potential job security, and that's where the stress will reveal itself. Not having the financial flexibility to comfortably pay your bills, enjoy other life luxuries, or constantly being backed into a corner every time an emergency hits is not a good life to live. You no longer have upward mobility in your position, and you start to question, why did I even get into something with no future? You start trying to point the finger and find out why your finances are struggling so bad. This makes you blame the very job you chose to pursue. You start to despise it because of its low-paying ceiling and eventually look for ways to escape out of it for something with higher pay. And the cycle repeats itself over and over again. Stuck in a constant loop of trying to make enough money to live, but also not hating what you do. This is where the balance comes in. Life is not always black and white. Your career choice doesn't have to be aggressively money-driven or aimlessly happiness-inspired. You see, there's an intentional middle ground, a path where money and happiness overlap one another and are both considered when picking the right career. Instead of blindly picking a high-paying career with high burnout and extreme workload, you factor in what kind of work you can tolerate and how much money you need to make to enjoy what you value in life. On the other hand, instead of randomly going for something that sounds cool and happy in your head, but has a dead-end outlook and low pay, you research how will this career look in 10 years? How much money do they make? Will I be able to afford the lifestyle I desire? Once you've gathered your answers and go through self-reflection, You consider jobs and fields that you can realistically see yourself doing. Something that checks the most boxes. A job that will give you the money to enjoy, but also the work to appreciate. A career that allows you to achieve the perfect work-life balance without sacrificing everything. When the pendulum swings too far in either direction, that's when life feels like a race with no real prize at the end. Choosing a career is one of the most important life decisions you will ever make. So why not take the time to explore and navigate to a career that fits into your intended goals and lifestyle the best? People who prioritize this end up loving what they do because of the opportunity and freedom the job gave them. Now the job doesn't really feel like a job anymore. Instead, it feels like a part of the lifestyle you built for yourself. If you've ever felt torn between making more money or being happier, this choice might explain why. So here's the real question. If you had to choose today, would you optimize for status, comfort, or alignment? And do you actually know which one matters most to you? We've broken down careers, degrees, and paths across the channel to help answer that exact question. If you feel like you've chosen a career or choosing a career based off one of the 3 paths we've mentioned in the video, let us know. This is True Path. Clarity before commitment.